Good morning and shalom again, once more. Today, just decide to come to do this video referring to Shemot, Exodus, from Alleluia Scriptures. I keep referring, and I will carry on. The name Alan Orveth. I do believe very much that for those who really have the interest in them, a free will of love in their hearts, and for the truth and justice, they should listen to Alan Orveth videos on YouTube. They should do. I carry on doing it. It's always good going and listen the teachings of Alan Orveth on his YouTube channel. A part of, for those who don't know that Alan passed away last year on the 20th of October 2019, but he left a fantastic work, a fantastic witnessing about the truth in the best he could, as I believe. It takes quite a lot and a really strong belief to do what Alan have done, and I would like to reach many of his listeners, particularly in USA, in America, and all around the globe, for those who are gonna watch this video and other videos. So please, you have all to gain, all in your favor, if you're gonna listen to Alan Orveth videos on YouTube, as in English and words in Hebrew, what he explains probably all the time about the words he's using in Hebrew. He tried to help the best he could for us to pronounce closely, I believe, the correct pronunciation of the words in Hebrew, that particularly the Alleluia Scriptures, they are in English and Hebrew words. But the most important in Alleluia Scriptures is that we can see the true name, the true characters of the Most High name, Yahweh. That's what it is. So I cannot stop mentioning this organization, religious organization, Jehovah Witnesses, because they are the ones that say, oh, look, we have come with the name to the right place in the scriptures. Look, no one has done it. Well, they are fooling themselves, because they have done worse than others who replaced the name in its place on the scriptures by titles. They have done even worse. They cannot acknowledge, they cannot take it in at all, that Jehovah, it's a modern title, a term, an invented term, form to Satan, the devil. They can't grasp it. They cannot grasp it. They are absolutely brainwashed for this organization, Watchtower in USA. They taking really good advantage on that. Just the only way we can see that is if you're gonna see their portfolio, a global portfolio of properties and money and all of that, you will see that it doesn't really come to the truth. We know everything belongs to the Father. That's true, but the Father, he likes the things simple, very simple, as we know by the scriptures. Just to make my point, is always asked when men, so righteous men, built altars always asked for them to build them with natural stone, nothing at all to use with the chisel and the hammer, nothing at all, just natural stones in its natural state, the natural state, shape, form. So we know from there that he likes the things simple, as Yeshua HaMashiach mentioned. Keep it simple. Keep your eyes simple. So we see from there straight away this organization, men and women, Jehovah Witnesses. They can't be completely on there. They take the things as the wicked one does. He goes to what doesn't belong to him. He twists it the way he likes, and he presents it to the others as it is his, but it doesn't belong to him. And this thing again, he just made something in here with these men that they came up with this transliteration of the Most High name, making in the form of Jehovah, Jehovah, and we know, and I can say that is a title to Satan the devil, Gadriel, because the Bible, the scriptures are clear, particularly at the end. Do not add on the scriptures. So what they accept, Jehovah Witnesses in particular, they accept straight away. They don't really even go and, or they didn't went try to get to the bottom of the situation. They just use it. They just came to find it. They found it. Oh, let's apply it in the New World Translation scriptures. So I don't know. We'll leave that for the Father, for the Son. They are the ones who have the wisdom, the power to judge. But to us, we get these things revealed to us by Ruach HaKodesh. That's what I can say. This couldn't be the other way, because as I was a student with them before, I couldn't grasp these things. I just couldn't. I just couldn't get even close to find these things. I was using myself in some letters I have written, spoke with other people about. I used to give some literature from them to others. But in the end, in my ignorance, I assume it, I admit it, and that's why we need to keep asking more and more through Yeshua HaMashiach to the Father to receive the indwelling Ruach HaKodesh. That is the time when things start getting really revealed to us. And this is come along on this situation. They should have, as Hallelujah scriptures in particular, the Aramaic characters, the tetragrammation of the Most High name Yahweh. So they keep going ahead with that. They don't listen like in the past. They don't listen like the prophets. Just a few, not many, really listen to them, and that's the way. That's the way they will carry on, because in some way is quite too much now. Going back and say, oh, assuming that mistake, and of course, many is gonna happen like 1975 in particular. Many they're gonna leave straight away the organization. It's going to be a stumble point, massive one. But, in the other hand, it doesn't matter. I know they won't do it. They don't want to do it. Particularly the men of the lead, of course, Watchtower. They won't do it. But they should. They should do it. Because what they're going to do is they're going to leave it to the last minute. Completely to the last minute to do it. And that's going to be too late. But anyway, again, the Father, Yahweh, the Son, the Bane of Yahweh, Yeshua HaMashiach, and Ruach HaKodesh, they are watching all the time. They are watching all the time. So they are the ones who have the power, the wisdom, the authorization to make things right. And they will. In its time, they will be right by our King, the King of Kings, the Prince of Peace, Yeshua HaMashiach, when he's gonna take possession, what is his by right. He is the heir. He is the one who's gonna take the kingdom by right. And on top of that, he died for me, he died for us. So he has all the right on top of to be the king, the anointed one for the appointed time. Yeshua HaMashiach. That's what it is. Amen. So, I will carry on, as I say. I will carry on, try to help these people, as to myself, my relatives, friends, people I know, people I work with. If they want to listen, I will do. Today's from Alleluia Scriptures. I would like to read to you Shemot, Exodus. A very good passage in here, just to start getting known with others that there's one thing in here is the 10 Commandments. For many, they say, oh, this is an Old Testament. No, it's not Old Testament. As we say, this is, we call it not old at all. It's not, you can say it's the renewed or the first covenant, Tanakh. So the Tanakh, the first covenant, and the renewed covenant, what people know as the New Testament. Well, Yeshua, when he came, he mentioned that he didn't came to destroy. No, he came to renew, to fulfill the prophecies, to fulfill what was in the first covenant, Tanakh. So, and this makes all the sense. So we need to, as I mentioned, sometimes we are a bit stronger, and some days we are a bit more hot, and other days we are a bit a few more cold. So we have to do the things as the way they are, nothing else. So should we turn to the Scriptures, Alleluia Scriptures, and read to you this passage on Exodus, Shemot, with Moses, and when Yahweh instructed Moses with the 10 Commandments, and they still apply to us today and until probably forever. It's what it is, because Yahweh, he doesn't change. So you will be applying in the past, present, and future. So we need to be very thankful, because some of us, pretty sure, here and there, some of us, we have broken some of these 10 Commandments. So we keep asking for forgiveness and direction, guidance through Yeshua HaMashiach from the Most High, to receive the indwelling Ruach HaKodesh. Okay, let's turn to the Scriptures and read. And Yahweh said to him, Moshe, come, go down, and then come up, you and Aaron with you, but do not let the Kohanim, high priests, and the people break through to come up to Yahweh, lest he break out against them. And Moses, went down to the people and spoke to them. And Elohim spoke all these words, as saying, I am Yahweh, your Elohim. Who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim, Egypt, out of the house of slavery? You have no other mighty ones against my face. You do not make for yourself a carved image, or any likeness of that which is in the Shamayim above, or which is in the earth beneath, or which is in the waters under the earth. You do not bow down to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh, your Elohim, am a jealous El, visiting the wickedness of the fathers on the children, to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing kindness to thousands, to those who love me and guard my commands. You do not bring the name of Yahweh your Elohim to naught, for Yahweh does not leave the one unpunished who brings his name to naught. Remember the Sabbath day to kadosh it. 6 days you labor, and shall do all your work. But the 7th day is a Sabbath of Yahweh your Elohim. You do not do any work, you nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days Yahweh made the Shamayim, heavens, and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the 7th day. Therefore Yahweh barak the Sabbath day and kadosh it. Respect your father and your mother, so that your days are prolonged upon the land which Yahweh your Elohim is giving you. You do not murder. You do not commit adultery. You do not steal. You do not bear false witness against your neighbor. You do not covet your neighbor's house. You do not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, or whatever belongs to your neighbor. And all the people saw the thunders, the lightning flashes, the sound of the ram's horn, and the mountain smoking. And the people saw it, and they trembled, and stood at the distance, and said to Moses, You speak with us, and we hear, but let not Elohim speak with us, lest we die. And Moshe said to the people, Do not fear, for Elohim has come to prove you, and in order that his reverence be before you, so that you do not sin. So the people stood at a distance, but Moshe drew near the dense cloud where Elohim was. And Yahweh said to Moshe, Say this to the children of Israel, You yourselves have seen that I have spoken to you from the Shamayim. You do not make besides me mighty ones of silver, and you do not make mighty ones of gold for yourselves. Make an altar of earth for me, and you shall slaughter on it your burnt offerings and your peace offerings, your sheep and your cattle. In every place where I cause my name to be remembered, I shall come to you and barak you. And if you make me an altar of stone, do not build it of cut stone, for if you use your chisel on it, you have profaned it. Nor do you go up by steps to my altar, lest your nakedness be exposed on it. And these are the right rulings which you are to put before them. We see in here that is still applying to these days. The commandments as Yahweh, it doesn't change. He was, he is, he will be forever as he is Yahweh. So we are thankful to the Father Hava, to Yeshua HaMashiach and Ruach HaKodesh, particularly to reveal these things to us. And we keep asking to receive more, to share, to help others as to myself. If that is the case, until the next video, the next witnessing, Shalom.